Hello, everyone. I'm Eleonora Mazzilli, Sales and Marketing Manager at BeautyStreams, and I'm more than happy to be here today together with Michael Nolti, Creative Director at BeautyStreams.
Hi, everybody, and thank you very much to SCS for inviting us to this unique event and to all of you to attend our webinar. Today's topic is In Science We Trust, Rising Consumer Demand for Scientific Credentialism.
To begin, here's a quick introduction to BeautyStreams for those of you who are not yet familiar with us. BeautyStreams is the global beauty industry referent, as it is a definitive source of industry insights for strategy, product development, and marketing teams worldwide. Depending on your need, we offer two types of services, those being the online subscription to our website, which is updated daily with proprietary reports, and also bespoke services based on your precise project requirements. Our team comprises of industry insiders who specialize in all beauty categories. The BeautyStreams team is comprised of over 200 experts based around the globe, providing immediate, on-the-spot perspective. Especially in times like this, when travel is limited, it is essential to have first-hand insights into markets and consumers' mindsets. We work with companies throughout the beauty supply chain, from raw material suppliers to distributors and retailers. Our clients span 6 continents, from indie brands to the corporate giants. Now let's explore the topic In Science We Trust, Rising Consumer Demand for Scientific Credentialism. Our methodology at BeautyStreams is to map trends from a macro to a micro level. We call our approach the BeautyStreams Trend Funnel, a proprietary future outlook methodology that maps trends from a macro to a micro level. Study from wide range macro movements and consumer archetypes, we distill key implications for the beauty industry and identify actionable trends by category. The current health crisis will have an irreversible impact on current and future market and consumer trends. Certain movements, such as sustainability and local production, for example, will accelerate. However, industries driven by seasonal trends, such as fashion and color cosmetics, for example, will need to adapt to new consumption habits. While durable ecological development remains a focus, science and medical-driven innovation convey trust, and safety will become even more important than 100% natural formulations. Now I leave the word to Michael, who will introduce you to our series of macro movements.
Thank you so much, Eleonora, for this introduction. Here's an overview of BeautyStreams macro movements with a 5-year outlook. To define these movements, we regularly meet with what we call the BeautyStreams Future Collective. It is a panel of cross-industry experts from fields such as technology, art, dermatology, design, biotechnology, and many other fields. Now with the pandemic, our world is quickly changing, and we have analyzed how these movements are impacted by the COVID-19 crisis. The macro movement Next Gen Human focuses on the fact that trust in science and expert opinion will reemerge. The COVID-19 crisis shows that scientific research and large corporations contribute to the safety of humanity. Therefore, we expect consumers to gain more trust in scientific approaches in general. This will give advantages to corporations and labs focusing on long-term and mid-term development over companies solely focusing on seasonal trends. Genetical research and stem cell technology will contribute to finding solutions to protect humanity against future epidemics on the long run. In beauty, interest in topics like epigenetics, exposome, biotechnology, and immunity-boosting claims based on scientific research have been and will be accelerated by the crisis. Our second trend is called Dear Earth and focuses on local production that will be fueled through biotechnology and will create positive environmental impact. It is certainly not new to you that sustainability will play a key role for companies and consumers, and local sourcing and production will become key demands. However, local production and sourcing come with challenges, as certain natural ingredients are only available in certain regions and during certain seasons. Advantages in biotechnology will offer consistent on-demand access to safe and natural ingredients that were before dependent on shipping and favorable climate conditions, and will constitute a major role in durable development. For those who are interested in the topic, we have a full report focusing on biotech and its impact on the beauty industry available to BeautyStreams members, as we believe that, even though the topic is controversial, biotech constitutes great potential for sustainable development. The next macro movement is called Holistic Self, a trend accelerated by the race for a stronger immune system fueling holistic approaches. The phrase survival of the fittest was probably sadly never as true as during the COVID-19 crisis. Topics like diabetes, obesity, and heart problems, often linked to unhealthy lifestyles, come to the forefront, pushing consumers to a long-term approach to health by eating better, being more physically active, more social, online or offline, and finding moments of relaxation. As home office lifestyles become more common, the demand for products offering switch on and switch off movements throughout the day will increase. Local traditions like TCM, Native American, Celtic, and Aboriginal traditions, to name some, will continue to constitute great inspiration, not only for ingredients, but also for their ritualistic aspects. The next macro movement is called Society Recoded and highlights that in times of shifting powers, cultural empathy will become more important than ever. Even though certain consumers and countries have protectionist and localist reaction at first, values like empathy, kindness, and generosity will take greater sense during and also beyond the crisis. Multinational companies with truly ethical approaches in all aspects, including the way they treat employees and local communities, for example, will have advantages post-crisis. Philanthropic and political actions will be expected by consumers, especially by larger companies. The shift from Western-centric towards more influence from the East and also the Southern Hemisphere will be accentuated, and true understanding and adaptation of local consumers and integration of collaborators with truly mixed cultural backgrounds will become baseline. The last macro movement we wanted to share with you is called X Realities. It focuses on the fact that storytelling and virtual immersion will create moments of escapism. The crisis highly accelerated the trend of online interaction and all aspects throughout all generations, including the oldest. It shows that online interaction can be full of humanity and emotion. All aspects of life, from consumption through communication to work styles, are and will be impacted by this trend, and consumers will expect innovative online approaches. As observed in most crisis times, escapism will create demand for more immersive storytelling. AR and VR offer great potential for more multisensorial and immersive experiences. That doesn't mean, though, that they will compete with offline experiences, but that they add new dimensions to consumer brand interactions. So let's go into the next section here, which is called the key beauty movements related to science. We identified 5 key beauty movements that will gain more popularity when backed by science. Immunity boosters, hyper-localism, lab-grown, regen biology, switch off and switch on. Now leave it back to Eleonora to explore the first movement.
Thank you, Mikael. There are a variety of different approaches to immunity boosters. In the slides that follow, you will see extract of an ingredient spotlight report available on our BeautyStreams subscription site. As viruses are especially dangerous for populations with weak immune systems, they will seek products and foods that enhance their immune system via a holistic approach. This is why food and the traditional Chinese medicine ingredients such as ginseng, as well as good old vitamin C enriched formulations promoting a better immune system, will transition into beauty products. Moreover, the demand for ingestible health and beauty products with a focus on drinks will increase more rapidly than expected. The field of microbiome, probiotics, epigenetics, and exposome will come back to the fore. While not new, superfoods remain a key area of focus and continues to be important. We see potential for superfoods to inspire beauty ingredients and colors too. Here, you can see some examples of products that boost immunity in varying formats, including juices, gummies, and sprays. When talking about immunity boosters, it's back to basics with vitamins, the superhero essential to drive all cellular activity and strengthen the body's immunity. They are a powerful source of micronutrients that support the skin's barrier. Here you can find some recent launches which include immunity-supporting multivitamin ingredients. We also talk about electrolytes, which are super minerals that are essential to the function of cell and organs. The immune system relies on the bloodstream to transport fluids, nutrients, and this is why disturbances in electrolytes can have a harmful effect on health. Therefore, good hydration is key to support the body's immune system, and electrolytes plays a key role here, acting as the ultimate facilitator to hydration. You can see here some inspiration and product example using electrolytes from the brands Noon, Raw Organic, and Drunk Elephant. Let's now talk about adaptogens, which are smart healing herbs, roots, and mushrooms known for promoting a state of well-being and for their ability to help the body resist stressors of all kinds. As we all know, stress is one of the most virulent deterrents for a healthy immune system, making adaptogens one of the best agents to bolstering immunity. This was a big trend, especially in 2018, and has continued to become a category of its own. You can find here some recent product launches with adaptogens. Amongst the immunity boosters are also the cannabinoids, which are the most significant compounds in the cannabis plant as they're responsible for its most beneficial effects. They have long been used in medical circles to treat symptoms from pain to inflammation and are believed to have positive effects on the immune system. Today, cannabinoids are immensely popular, especially in the States, and many new brands and products have emerged based on cannabinoids indeed. And here, as you can see, are some recent launches with cannabinoids ingredient. In the health and wellness industries, today more than ever, probiotics, prebiotics, synbiotics, and postbiotics remain one of the most exciting opportunities for immune-boosting applications. And science continues to unveil more evidence about the microbiota and its link to health. And these, as you can see, are some recent launches with multibiotics ingredients. Now I leave the word back to Michael to present the next movement.
Okay, thank you so much. So the next movement is called hyperlocalism. As many consumers will get used to staying in their own countries, even during holiday seasons for very obvious reasons, they will reconsider local traditions. Supply chains and sourcing can no longer exclusively rely on shipping and travel, which creates an urgency to find local production and sourcing hubs in different regions. This will result in a demand for hyperlocal ingredients and sourcing on one hand, but also boost the desire for exoticism and storytelling that gives the impression to escape just for one moment. The holistic approach to wellness has become mainstream. In Asia, there is a long custom of using TCM herbal ingredients for health treatments and beauty. I will highlight in the next pages some TCM ingredients or traditional medicine and general ingredients used in Korea, Japan, and China, and also in the US. Centuries-old traditional remedies are being studied from a scientific viewpoint, including by Korea Institute of Oriental Medicine, which published studies on traditional herbal Eastern medicine. About 500 ingredients were actually studied to understand their efficiency. Here are some ingredient examples. Floating heart, penterm plant, which is an excellent anti-aging. And red ginseng bud that promotes the growth of beneficial bacteria. Kampo medicine, or traditional Japanese herbal medicine, dates back countless centuries, revived in recent decades and backed up by scientific standpoints into its relevance into the modern healthcare. On this page, you can see Kange, a Japanese beauty and anti-aging brand that uses a combination of Kampo and aromatherapy. An ingredient example that is much more than an ingredient is pure white koji fungus. It is capable of producing over 200 varieties of enzymes. The Healthy 2030 agenda, which you're probably all aware of, and China's significant investment in promoting traditional Chinese medicine is inspiring science and the beauty community globally. Here are some ingredients examples. Chinese licorice root, which controls the heart and energy level of the body. Angelica, that detoxifies the body and boosts the immune system. And ginseng root, also known as the root of immortality and widely valued in Asia. We also wanted to talk about Native American founded brands, actually, and some ingredients they talk about because they're actually very interesting from an ingredient, but also ritualistic aspect. There's sweetgrass, which is widely used by Native Americans as a sacred plant for healing. Saw palmetto, that has various health benefits, including regulating hormone levels. And bearberry, a powerful antiseptic and antioxidant. And I leave it back now to Eleonora, who will go through the next key movement.
Thank you, Michael. When analyzing lab-grown, the spotlight is on biotech naturals. Biotechnology may offer the best of both worlds in the natural beauty realm because ingredients are derived from nature but are sustainable, ideally locally, and can be safety tested. Here you can find some product example related to this movement. The wig maker Adherence Co. and Spiver Inc. in Japan develop a protein-based artificial hair, which is similar to natural hair. There is also recent innovation that can constitute an alternative to palm oil from C16 Biosenses US, which is both safer and cheaper. You can find here also Gelter from the US, which is a bio-design company that has created designer proteins with biocompatibility and functionality. The company's microbial bioengineered collagen molecule is acceptable for vegans. A second collagen molecule called Yuma Col21 is produced by Colmar in Korea. Another innovation regards the 3D print live-in skin, complete with blood vessels. This is a new method for controlling pigmentation in fabricated human skin, which has been developed by A-STAR's Singapore Institute of Manufacturing Technology and the Singapore Center for 3D Printing at Nanyang Technological University. Now I leave the word back to Mikel to talk about regen biology.
Okay, so as you said, the next trend is called regen biology or regenerative biology. It addresses stem cells. As you all know, stem cells are the body's raw materials. Human stem cells can be grown outside nowadays, and the body of the human body, by stimulating or simulating the human body conditions, creating a massive number of new self-renewing cells. While the topic of stem cells is definitely not new, there is renewed interest thanks to medical and dermatological studies. Some examples include vegan stem cell technology by Chimera exposomes from the US. This cosmetic product contains a multitude of growth factors involved in skin repair and beautification and regeneration. And a study of stem cell biology at Tokyo Medical and Dental University in Japan has potentially discovered a way to slow down the aging process. The study confirmed the importance of a skin protein called COL17A1. Now I leave it back to Eleonora again to talk about the last movement already.
Thank you. As we're seeing today, home office lifestyle will become more common, so the demand for products offering switch on and switch off moments throughout the day will increase. Our movement switch on and switch off addresses the importance of respecting the natural circadian rhythm. Sleep-related products will continue to arouse consumer interest. Driving this trend is the accepted principle that sleep constitutes an important part of well-being, opening the door for sleep care to grow into its own product category. This is why introducing a more scientific approach to sleep will create trustworthiness and credibility. Sleep disorders are endemic, especially right now, leading to a surge in interest in sleeping aids. Here you can see an example on how to switch off with Flora Plus Blast in the UK that combines CBD with CBN to help to reset the circadian rhythm. Whereas an example to switch on is given by the New from the US, and their supplement designed to heighten mental clarity and support brain health. So here is a summary of the ingredient trends we discussed today: immunity boosters, hyperlocalism, lab-grown, regen biology, switch off, and switch on.
Before we conclude this webinar, we wanted to highlight some special BeautyStreams initiatives. This year marks the 10th anniversary of BeautyStreams. We are grateful to the global beauty industry and would like to contribute back to the community by launching a non-profit organization, the BeautyStreams Foundation. As a first initiative, we just held the first BeautyStreams Global Beauty Industry Summit on October 23rd, gathering 17 associations from different countries and 15 trade shows from the beauty industry. As the summit was a great success, we launched the official 2020 report just at the end of November. It includes key findings of the summit as well as the outcome of survey conducted on 398 members of the beauty community in 13 countries. The report gives an overview of what's on the mind of the global beauty industry concerning key topics such as local development, sustainability, philanthropy, gender and racial equality, etc. If you're interested to receive a free copy, please visit openstreamsfoundation.org.
Thank you very much once again to the Society of Cosmetic Scientists for having us today, and to all of you for joining our webinar. If you have any question or would like to have more information on BeautyStreams, please feel free to reach out to me directly at eleonora@beautystreams.com. Thank you, and stay safe, everyone.
Thank you, Mikhail and Eleonora, for your time today. If anyone would like to engage in further discussions about these trends and these insights, please do not hesitate to contact us via the links provided, and we'll be happy to get you in touch with the speakers. Thank you.